Everybody, welcome to Logan Live. I appreciate you tuning in. Sorry for the 1 or 2 minute delay. I know most of you will watch this on replay. For those of you that are watching live, thanks for being on. Every Monday night, 8 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock p.m. Central for those of you watching on replay. Set a reminder to come on every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central. It'd be 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific, but thanks for being on. I had a little malfunction with the holder. I don't know. We were doing some video. And one of the things are missing. Can you see that? Wait, hold on. There it is. So it's sideways, and you can't hold a phone on a Facebook Live sideways. And so here I am holding it in my hand, so I apologize for that. We'll get it fixed next time. Hey, Terry, good to see you. For those of you new coming on, y'all know the drill, where you're from, right? So, Terry, I know you're from Georgia. Cindy, I know you're from Pennsylvania. So thanks for tuning on. We'll wait a second while people pile on here, and then we'll roll. Lori, good to see you. I'm really excited about the topic. For those of you getting new, grab a pen and paper. We're going to go over some things. And while I'm stalling here for a second, again, for those of you not familiar with Logan or any Facebook Live for that matter, it takes a little while for some people to get on. And so I just kind of stall for a second so I don't miss stuff. So please forgive me for that. Thank you to over 2,000. We had 2,000 of these pre-ordered. Boom. Grit factor. I don't know if you can, maybe backwards, but I just got through texting with Barbara Corcoran from the Shark Tank. She wrote the foreword for the book, which is really, really cool. And I just texted her and said thanks, and it's awesome. But if there was ever a time people need a grit, it's now. You know, I mean, it's a lot of things going on. If any of you are affected by what's going on with COVID-19 and stuff like that, I just we're praying for you, from your health, your businesses, relationships, whatever's going on. And we're going to talk about, I'm really excited about the word. So we have kind of a word. We go for about 15 minutes on Monday nights. So set your calendars. Reminder, 8 p.m. Central, tune on here. For those of you watching this that are shared, it's on this public figure Facebook page at Logan R. Stout. And they're very casual. It's just my heart to your ears. And tonight, the subject, the topic, the word for the night is called recalibrate. So write down that word, recalibrate. And be sure to text some people. Make sure, hey, hop on. Logan's going live. Hey, Tina, good to see you from Jersey. Eric, good to see you, my man, from Ohio. Vicky, good to see you. Angie, good to see you. Hope you guys are all doing well. DB and everybody's good. All right, recalibrate. Here we go. Here's my challenge for you right now, okay? You have a lot of downtime, perhaps. Some may not. But a lot of people, you're quarantined. You have some downtime, more time than normal. And, listen, life is not about the time that you have. It's what you put into the time that you have, right? And a lot of people are professional time wasters. I mean, the professional time wasters, especially in today's world with social media. I'm on social media right now, so I'm not anti-social media. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, you name it. But bottom line is, use social media. Don't get used by social media. And I think a lot of people right now, man, it's like they're glued to social media or the television. They're just wasting time. And tonight we're going to recalibrate. I'm going to challenge you to recalibrate. If you've heard me train before, there's really 6 areas in life, right? Mental, spiritual, physical, financial, emotional, and relational. So we're going to kind of just walk through those 6 areas of life, and I'm going to just kind of challenge you as your friend. I'm your friend. As a friend here, okay, how can we get better, right? How can we not go through this quarantine? How can we not go through this COVID-19, but rather grow through it? How can we get out on the back end, which I believe is going to be over very soon? The question is, when we get through the forest and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, if you will, what have you made of yourself, right? What have you made of the situation, right? And I think for a lot of people, the situation is going to have made them. And, you hear about the physical element. You see the quarantine 15, right? Some people might be the quarantine 50. But the point is, it's a choice, right? Remember, we can't control what happens to us. We can only control how we respond. And so, again, I'm not here to promote the book. Logan Lives, we don't promote anything. I'm talking about this because in this book, I have what's called a bullseye exercise. This bullseye exercise is how to recalibrate your life 24/7, 365. And there's an assessment you can take in there. It's the same one Tom Brady's done, the same one the Yankees, the Cowboys, the Mets, the Fortune 500 companies have done. It's how to recalibrate and grow grit. You can't change your personality type. You're born onto the earth a certain way. You can't grow that. But your behaviors, you can grow. You can grow grit. You can grow your grit factor. And that's what the whole book's all about. And I'm not saying this because I want something from you. I want nothing from you. Y'all know that. If you've followed me for years, I want nothing from you. I want everything for you. I'm sharing this book with you because I took 3 years doing this because I want people to do life better. I want to see people win. And there needs to be a systematic approach to winning. Winning doesn't happen on accident if it's going to be done over an extended period of time. You can be a one-trick pony, a one-hit wonder. I don't think any of us are here for that. We want to win repeatedly over an extended period of time. And to do that, you have to have a systematic approach. And that's what this is. This Grit Factor is a systematic approach. 2,000 people pre-ordered day one. Thank you. It hits bookstores worldwide in the fall. But if you go to loganstout.com, if somebody will type that in the comments, just my name, loganstout.com, that's where you can get it now. I'm autographing all of them. So I just actually signed that one. I don't know if you can see that. All right, so let's get into the subject. All right, grab a pen and paper, and I want you to write down the 6 areas of life. Mental, spiritual, physical. By the way, they're all being shipped. Mental, spiritual, physical, financial, emotional, relational. So grab a pen. All right, so here we go. So if y'all can see that. So paper, so you're going to write down mental, right? Can y'all see this? I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm going to make you motion sickness. You get the point. Write it down. Mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. Get the 6 areas of life. So let's talk mental first and foremost. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Starting tomorrow. Tonight, give yourself a break. If you're a super achiever, you can start tonight. Mental, spiritual, physical, financial, emotional, and relational areas of life. Okay? Number 1, mental. Tomorrow, if you're going to be a super achiever, do it tonight. Awesome. What is something you can do right now to grow your mental grit factor? What is something you can do right now to get better mentally? Okay? So before you go to bed, like instead of watching pointless television or whatever it is, we're all guilty. I'm speaking with you, not at you. We're all guilty of doing stuff that just wastes time out of our lives. Let me put it this way. We all do things in life. We're on our deathbed. We'll look back and go, yeah, that was a waste of time. I wish I would have spent that time doing X, Y, Z. Thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to habits, habits lead to results. So as a man thinketh, right? So what is something you can do to grow mentally? What is a habit you can do to grow mentally? So in other words, what is something you're currently doing that's sabotaging your success? And how can you eliminate that and replace it with something that will elevate your success mentally? Okay? All right. So instead of watching mindless videos on social media or television or whatever, what if you spend that same exact amount of time? It's a law that I call it the replacement method. The replacement method is very simple. Replace something that's hurting you with something that can help you. Replace something that's sabotaging you with something that can benefit you. So instead, read something good. Listen to a great podcast. Something that can feed the mind. Family, we're in my office here at the house. So you can see like my bookshelves, right? Right? So picture your mind like a bookshelf, right? Except so many people's minds have old dusty books that haven't been read in forever. Books that could add value to their life. They're just sitting on the shelves collecting dust. Right? You're not growing your mental grit factor. You're just sort of taking it for granted. And I'm telling you, your mind is capable of doing far more than you can even imagine. So my challenge to you is replace a bad habit with a good habit. Simple. Find some area in the day where you're wasting time and replace it with something where you can make more out of the time. Right? Right? Feed your mind. Feed your mind something good, something positive, something that's going to help advance what you want in life. That's number 1, mental. Number 2, emotional. All right. Your EQ, your emotional intelligence, according to studies, represents your success or failure 90% of the time. In other words, your emotional intelligence is your ability to handle life's adversity, the struggles, the things you weren't expecting, and advance your life versus get deflated by life. Your EQ, your emotional intelligence, can grow. You see, your IQ your IQ, we all know IQ, it stops growing and developing in your early 20s. It's done. It is what it is, right? So if you're dumb, I'm sorry. You're just a dumb person, right? You're not going to change. I'm joking. Not really. But your IQ, it stops. But the good news is your IQ does not determine your success in life. Your EQ does. Your emotional intelligence, your ability to handle the ebb and flow and the waves of life. Okay, so let's go back to this. Your bullseye. How do we grow our emotional intelligence, right? Read the stinking book. I'm just telling you. Just read the thing. I'm sharing this because it adds value to you. Trust me on this. Your emotional intelligence grows when you grow you. When you grow you, everything around you grows. You have to learn to stop being, full of drama, stop being emotional, and learn how to deal with life in a way that helps you elevate versus, quite frankly, miss out on a lot. So your EQ, and this is a Logan Live. They're quick to the point. I try to keep it at 15 minutes. So some of you, I'm being quick here. Mental, emotional, physical. All right, what's something you can be doing during your quarantine, during this coronavirus, that physically you can get better? Instead of you going backwards physically and putting on weight or developing bad habits, what is something you can do during this time to get better? Okay? Right? Like, just think about that. What is a bad habit you can replace with a good habit? Instead of drinking, sodas or whatever, drink more water or drink, something that hydrates the body. Avoid sugar, right? This is stupid, simple stuff. But I'm going to tell you this: success in life is really usually based on simple stuff. Sorry, I just ate. My wife made an incredible meal tonight. That's why I was 2 minutes late getting on here. But bottom line is get something that's going to add value to your physical well-being versus consuming something that's going to totally backtrack you. Some of you were on point, man. You were working out. You were in the gym. You're getting after it. This quarantine happens, and you completely got derailed. You don't need a gym to work out, okay? You don't need a gym. You can work out right in your house. Jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups. You can do all kinds of stuff. And remember, you can't out-train a poor diet. So the majority of how you look and feel is based on what you're putting in your mouth, not the workout that you're having. And so there's the physical. Again, I'm giving you some examples. What can you do right now that can help you be better tomorrow and the day after that? What can you do? And so the challenge for this Logan Live is recalibrate. A lot of you jumping on late. Recalibrate. Recalibrate mentally. Recalibrate emotionally. Recalibrate physically. Recalibrate spiritually. I mean, I'm going to tell you that I just believe that blessings come in some weird ways. And when you look at this coronavirus, remember, God does not cause this. I think one of the reasons people get turned off by God in general is because they're like, well, if God loves me, why would he cause a tornado? Or why would he cause the coronavirus? Or why would he cause an earthquake? He doesn't cause those. He doesn't cause those, okay? He hurts and he's in pain when his children are in pain. He loves you, okay? So you have to understand, we live in a fallen world. But the beautiful thing is this world isn't the end, okay? We're not just on this earth to be here and die, okay? There's more to it than that. And some of you may disagree. That's cool. I'm not here to argue with that, okay? I'm just telling you, spiritually, what are some things you can do to recalibrate? So some of us just celebrated Easter, right? And while the churches were empty, the tomb was too. So it's all good, right? And so what I'm trying to say is, recalibrate spiritually. You can't tell me. I had somebody say this the other day. They said, Logan, I want to be close to God. I just feel like I'm just not close to God. I was once in my life, but I'm not anymore. And I said, okay, what are you doing to grow your relationship with God? And they go, what do you mean? I said, okay, for anything to improve, it takes intentionality. It takes work. If you want to grow muscles physically, you have to train your muscles, right? If you want to grow in your relationship with God, you have to train. You have to read the book, right? You have to read the good news. You have to pray. You have to pursue it. If you don't pursue it, how do you expect it to improve? Again, I'll get off this topic because some of you, this is something you don't want to talk about. That's okay. I'm your friend. I love you. All right? Grow mentally, emotionally, right? Physically, spiritually. The fifth category is relationally. What are you doing to grow in your relationships? Haley and I, as I'm on here right now, just right before while we're eating dinner, right before dinner, one of our friends came by the house and dropped off some Easter lilies on the front porch and just said, "We're grateful for your friendship." And all that. How sweet is that? Her name's Becca. She's awesome. It was so cool. Like, she didn't have to do that. I even looked at my wife. I said, "I didn't know friends gave friends gifts for Easter. Is that a thing? I didn't even know that." Right? I feel kind of bad about it. I'm like, we didn't get her anything. I'll give her a copy of Grit Factor. Bam! I'm kidding. But, I'm not. I will. But my point is, relationally, I can tell you this. I've called my grandmother. I only have one grandparent left living. The rest are in heaven. Called my dad. I've called my mom. I've called friends. For Easter, I texted a lot of my friends and just said, "Happy Easter. I love you. I miss you." Like, I hate to admit this out loud, but I've been able to recalibrate relationally a little bit over this quarantine situation because I haven't been so busy. Listen, we're about to get really busy. This thing's going to end, and it's going to be back to kids have activities every night, and you're driving a rush hour traffic, and you're just, it is what it is. You have a chance right now to recalibrate, and invest in what really matters, right? We tend to give the people we love the most what's left of us instead of what's best of us. This is a time to recalibrate. So for me, relationally, I'm recalibrating. I really am, and I just said, I'm texting people and people that have ordered the book. I've written some notes or I've autographed it. I said, "Hey, thank you so much for your friendship. It means the world to me. I'm sorry I haven't said that, over the last 10 years, and I just think about some of my friends that have been loyal to me that I can count on. Todd and Donna Cash, Joe and Gloria Hadachek, Tanya and Midgie Park, Jennifer and Sean Moran, Ty and Holly Toth, Jimmy and Lisa Dowd, Frank and Gretchen England, Brandon Sherrard and Sarah, Parker Sheets. I mean, I got a lot of people. I'm not trying to leave anybody off, but I'm sitting there going, man, there's people that, that are loyal to me and have my back and I have their back. And I think sometimes we take people for granted, not intentionally, we accidentally do, And then when you can't see them, right? So I've had a lot of speaking engagements canceled because obviously everything's canceled, and then I've had a lot of events where I was supposed to be. I mean, I haven't been able to see people. I miss them. I miss people. I miss seeing you. And so, mentally, emotionally, relationally, physically. The fifth one is spiritually, and the last one is financially. What are you doing to recalibrate your finances? My wife and I were very fortunate financially. We've worked our tail off for a long time. We're able to do things people don't get to do. And when we're laughing about it, we're going, how much money we're saving by not eating out? Right? And how many calories we're saving. It's unbelievable how much money we spend mindlessly on eating out or just wherever, just doing whatever, And when you're stuck in your house, you can't really do that anymore. I'm down 10 pounds on this quarantine. I don't know how much we've saved in money, but I want to encourage you over this time where we're sort of stuck. I say stuck in a good way. Recalibrate. Go back to your bullseyes. Figure out what really matters. And then simply replace bad habits with good habits. Replace things that are taking you downhill with things that can help you go uphill. That's really my challenge to us all. I'm speaking with you, not at you. And that's really what I want to share with you tonight. The word recalibrate. That's the word for the week. Recalibrate. You have a chance before the world gets crazy again. And you're in your car driving everywhere. And the kids have activities. And you're just getting stuck in busyness. You have a chance to recalibrate and really, really look back on your life right now and go, okay, what are some things that are just really taking all the energy out of my life? What are things that are taking the joy out of my life? What are some relationships that I need to just kind of go, okay, I've had enough of you, right? What are some things in your life that you just need to go, okay, this is not adding value to my life. I'm going to replace it with something that will. So I want to encourage you with that. Go back, write them down: mental, spiritual, physical, financial, emotional, relational. Those 6 areas of life. And really be intentional. And listen, I want nothing from you. I hope you understand that. I hope I've earned your trust with that. If you're brand new, I haven't earned your trust, and you're watching this for the very first time, I want you to know I don't pitch stuff on here. I don't even pitch my own companies on here. Logan Lives are just my heart to your ears to add value to your life. Yes, the pre-release of my new book, Grit Factor, came out. This book right here can recalibrate you 24/7, 365 if you'll just trust me. If you don't like it, let us know. We'll give you your money back. No hard feelings. Keep the book. Okay? Go to loganstout.com, my name, and we donate all the money to charity anyway. So, I mean, I don't want anything from you. I took 3 years writing this book because I see so many people doing life on accident instead of doing life intentionally. And I'm very excited about this book. My other book was good and it was a bestseller. This book blows it away. It's not even close. It's not even a comparison. And I really hope that you'll go to loganstout.com when we get done and order it. I'm autographing all of them. If you don't like my autograph, rip the page out and throw it away. But read the book, and most importantly, do the bullseye exercise that's in here. This is an interactive book to help you grow you so you can add value to you and everyone counting on you. So as I get ready to sound off, I want to say this. I can't wait to go on tour as soon as this quarantine's over. If you'd like me to come to a city near you, just email info@loganstout.com. My team can take care of it. In the interim, I'm doing Zooms or whatever I can do. Listen, I want nothing from you. I want to add value to the world. I want to leave this world better than I found it. When my time's done on this earth, I want people to say that guy made a difference in my life. And so whatever I can do to help you, if you're struggling, man, we're praying for you. But I do believe that we're getting through this and it's almost done. I truly believe that. And it means the world to me that you give me the gift of your time on these Logan Lives. You could be doing anything else right now. And all I want is to add value to you. That's all I want. And I hope you feel like something that I said tonight adds value. So the word of the week is recalibrate. Go recalibrate. Recalibrate your goals. Recalibrate your vision. Recalibrate your habits. Recalibrate. That's what I want for you. And I'm doing it with you. Okay? I'm with you here. I'm speaking with you, not at you. It's time to recalibrate. So with that being said, I love you very, very much. Thank you so much for being on here. I'll see you next Monday night, if not before. Next Monday night on Logan Live. And we'll see you then. Have a great night. God bless. See you soon.